outside of Texas houses being razed by police. In the city of Corpus Christi, Texas, residents near Horn and Costorras were shaken up this morning after hearing the sound of loud bangs and law enforcement personnel swarming the area. Around 5:30 a.m. this morning, a neighbor from the Horn and Costorras area said he was woken up out of his sleep by a loud bang. After making his way outside, the neighbor saw DPS and Corpus Christi police a few houses away. The neighbor discovered that authorities were conducting a raid at a home down the way on Cottage St. What excuse is there to raid a person home during the COVID-19 crisis for no apparent reason? None. This is an act of the government using their power for a corrupt actions. Texas Governor Greg Abbott provides an update on COVID-19 from the Texas Department of Public Safety warehouse facility in Austin. The governor is joined by Texas Department of State Health Services Commissioner John Hellerstedt, MD, Texas Division of Emergency Management Chief Nim Kidd, and Executive Vice Chancellor for Health Affairs of the University of Texas System John Zierwas, MD. Midland, Texas, KOSA/Gray News. Midland police shot a teenager and a 3-year-old during a house search Wednesday night, according to the children's father. It happened around 9:30 p.m. in the 2000 block of East Pine Avenue. A Midland City spokeswoman says there was an officer-involved shooting Wednesday night and the Texas Rangers are investigating, but provided no other information. The family did not provide the names of the children, but did provide photos of them. The teenager told his father police threw something through the window and broke down the door of the home without announcing they were officers, but the father says police did have a search warrant. The father says the teen had something in his hand when he encountered the police, but couldn't say what it was. The father says the teen was shot in the arm and is now in juvenile detention. The 3-year-old was shot in the back, has internal injuries and is in a hospital in Lubbock. The father of the children says police have raided the house before for suspicion of drugs. He says he was at work when the search happened. These actions by Texas law enforcement are nonetheless vile and disrespectful. They should have warned they were officers and proceeded with proper manner instead of raiding the house without warning those inside. Even if they had a warrant for the teenager, as law enforcement is required to state they are there with a warrant for someone's arrest. Also, another thing, the US government is arresting people for coughing on people, calling it assault. Please tell me how coughing is assault. It isn't. This is again showing the people of the United States the government could care less about us. This needs to stop. The fact gangs have showed the people more love than the US is saying something about you out government. For years the gangs have helped low-income communities grow by giving to charities while government facilities and faculty take from us the people. It's time for a change, time for the government to get its act together and start being what the US needs.